raw meat, it was going to be fruit and sweet. You know, keeping it lean and green, or keeping it bloody, sick and mean. Peace.
McDonald's thinks it's clever and funny to make fun of vegetarians. Ha ha, vegans! You ought to be healthy and put an end to animal suffering, pollution, and global warming.
Switch to a raw food diet. The more you can eat natural foods, it activates the pineal gland. Becoming lighter is the only way to fly. It has always been seen as the mysterious gland. Your glands are your chakras. The meats, they are mucus forming. In essence, they are acidic in property. To decalcify the pineal gland, we have to eat a more alkaline-based diet. I had to do it on my journey. I had to let go of meat. It was hard because I used to love me some KFC, double Whopper burger. Once I changed my diet, I saw my vibration increase immediately.
Look at this burger!
It's not some eat right for your blood type hype book written by some fraud trying to make some cash on vulnerable people who aren't prepared to take responsibility for their actions, and they're relying on some book to justify their poor eating habits. You know, your lifestyle's got to change, your identity's got to change. You've got to identify yourself as a healthy person who has an active lifestyle, and then you'll make lasting changes, or you'll forever be chasing your tail behind some pill gimmick, cleanse, fad crap, and just chasing your tail, sacrificing your wealth and burning your health, and getting to the end of the line going, oh my God, you know, Mother Nature had it right all along.
So there you go. McDonald's ain't apologizing for causing obesity, heart disease, diabetes, cancer, all the while plundering the Earth's resources, creating deadly viruses and bacteria, and polluting the Earth into an uninhabitable wasteland unfit for even cockroaches because they're loving it. And it's all so that we can give stupid, ignorant, complacent sheeple a burger that's...
We cool those trimmings. Stuff like this. Our key ingredient to the process is ammonia. We're going to wash these lean bits of beef that we've spun around there in a water and ammonia solution. Basically, they wash this meat, and that kills E. coli and salmonella and any kind of pathogens.
Are you loving it? Are you loving it? Are you loving it? Are you loving it?
That eternal mission, keep my eyes pure, I got vision. If you say something, I'll listen. If it's hateful, I'll forgive them. Cause I know anger's a prison, I can't get locked in no system. Religion or ism, I'll reflect light like a prism. I'll pray for love, peace, and wisdom, and live by my intuition. Don't get trapped in ambition, that's old paradigm tradition. We are growth and transition to a higher position. Speak the truth, no omission. Hare Krishna, repetition from thought to word of fruition. Those are the laws of creation and manifestation. So be patient in your meditation. This is a greatness invitation. Align your heart, your mind, your spine to the divine station.
Mother Nature never broke the heart that loved her. I'm vegan not because some book said it's healthy or whatever. I'm vegan because my heart says it's the right thing to do. So I do it no matter what anyone else says. A lot of people out there saying raw meat's good for human evolution or some bullshit. That's fair enough, man. You guys are entitled to their own opinion.
We went to sleep, and will we ever wake up? What you give is what you get. If you want to live with love, there's no time for disrespect. I'm perplexed at the mess that we got ourselves in. Blind ambition, lusting for the cash, only preaching, hustling.
My wife and I were watching Forks Over Knives, which is a great documentary, and we just started going on a binge, like Netflix video watching of all the vegan videos. Then did some more research and things about being vegan and how horrible meat and dairy are for the human body, and that it was actually causing the early onset arthritis and tendonitis and poor circulation and all that stuff. So Valentine's Day, cold turkey, I went vegan, and literally took turkey, I went vegan. And literally like 2 months later, not even that, like a month later, all my injuries went away. My tendonitis was gone. high blood pressure went down. Like my arm, like 2 months later, my arm, all the feeling came back, the strength went up. I surpassed all of my PRs. I didn't even think I could be this strong. And this is after being vegan. And it's an amazing feeling to be able to help everyone in the world and help all of you guys out, and all of us, because I'm one of you now, but to show that, you don't have to take a life to gain muscle. You don't have to go.
We're not living in wealth. Laid out on the beach, fell asleep, counting sheep, mission not complete. Looking at the surface of the water, but the ocean's deep.
I think it's like vegans get accused of being angry and upset and uptight all the time. Like, people who expose themselves to the worst of humanity and still manage to wake up every morning and speak to people, they're like a bloody inspiration to me. And it's just like, we're getting accused of being aggressive and violent for not, contributing to the most aggressive and violent industries on the planet. People who are supporting the killing of like 80 billion animals every year. And it's like, suddenly I'm the aggressive one for saying stop fucking eating meat rather than stop eating meat. And even if I say stop eating meat, I'm apparently pushing my views when, like, on every single TV and radio and ad station, like wherever you go, billboards in supermarkets and restaurants, everywhere you go there's fucking meat billboards everywhere. So eat meat, eat cheese, eat eggs, eat fish, like do this. And it's like, we're on social media platforms just sharing a compassionate message. It's like, I don't understand the psychology of how people can look at a vegan and say, oh, they're like extremists because they decided that they're going to stay healthy and they're not going to contribute to the death of this planet and they're not going to contribute to the murder of billions of animals. What extremists? Get rid of those guys. They're just weird. Look, we're not the angry and aggressive ones here. We're the passionate ones trying to spread compassion and trying to save lives, and that's what we're doing. So keep at it, all my vegan friends out there.
Bars, and I walked out in a daze, baffled for the rest of the show. And the bears came out wearing yellow tutus and riding tricycles. At which point I stood up and I left. And from that moment on, I wanted to know what else happened to animals. Animals I thought I cared about because I had a dog. All of a sudden that meant I loved and cared for all animals. Nonsense. I later found out what happened at slaughterhouses. Where my food came from. And I wanted to know, where did my food come from? Where did my clothes come from? I investigated like crazy, and I didn't believe PETA or any other animal rights person when they sent me information and told me foxes were being anally electrocuted on fur farms, or that 50% of all animals in slaughterhouses are dismembered while they're fully conscious. I was as skeptical as anybody. I'm like, no way, there are laws out there. There's no way animals are being treated like this. Well, I later broke into fur farms, broke into research labs, went behind the scenes of every circus that ever came through Michigan. I saw slavery firsthand. I heard their screams, and it was worse than what PETA told me. It was worse than what was on the videos.
Food's got to come from Mother Nature's laws, not from some factory jaws making some superfood from some super dude. Oil, man, that's not food, that's refined fat. There is no oil in nature. So if you're eating oil, don't expect to get raw vegan vitality results, man, because that ain't what the diet's about. It ain't about stealing food from the bees.
On that street, and I'd stand face to face with those pigs, and I would look at them and they'd look back at me, and it was like they were saying to me, why are you doing this? And you know what? I never had an answer.
Watching this video right now, you have so much privilege and you have so much power to choose what you eat and what you put in your body, and you vote with your dollar. You have no excuses. You have no room to say, oh, well, I can't because it's not vegan, but I really want it. No, just no.
Said that if animals ever formed an organized religion, the devil would be depicted in human form. I can't argue with that either.
Go back to feeling crap. Go back to feeling disconnected with Mother Nature. Go back to, the apathy, the chronic fatigue, the colitis. Go back to me having acne. Go back to needing digestive enzymes or digestive aids to digest food that is indigestible. Can't work that one out. Go back to supporting industries that are against my personal integrity go back to ripping out rainforests in Indonesia, Sumatra, Malaysia and Thailand and Borneo and South America so I can eat my palm oil.
Open your eyes and see all the fucking pain you're causing. When you digest it dead like a walking coffin. Fuck your baby steps, there is no excuse. Go vegan and stop the abuse. A cow or a chicken, a pig or a goose. Break all the fucking cages and let him loose. Fuck your baby steps, there is no excuse. Go vegan and stop the abuse.
And today, it appears, is one of those days.
What does it take for you to see that it's not right? That you're responsible for mass murder with every bite. That cows die by every sip of the milk you drink.
Vegan bullies, wow.
Wholesale of animal products should be fucking banned. But I won't blame the industry, it's supply and demand. If you're listening now, I'm begging you to stop. Don't buy any meat, dairy, and eggs when you shop.
People keep telling me to ask Casino O'Neill out on a date. Does she even have a bike? No. What kind of date are we gonna go on then? Tell me that.
There's been some more drama in the vegan community on the internet. Would you believe it? Bullying. This is what we call bullying these days. Making arguments, backing them up with evidence, talking about facts, and having opinions that make other people feel a little bit uncomfortable. If that's really the degree of bullying that the vegan community has got to, then I think as a community we're doing pretty well. This is not bullying, this is just a case of people putting forward their ideas and other people framing that as bullying. Kind of comes off as a little bit precious. I cannot count how many anti-vegan jokes and bullshit I've heard about how horrible vegans are and how arrogant and nasty we are as people.
It's fine to go to the zoo and take a photo with a sedated tiger, or to eat a cookie that has butter in it. You're giving out approval to other people to hurt animals. What the fuck is wrong with you? Why?
But wait a minute, man. How can you be a vegan if you're not compassionate to other people, man? People are animals too, dude. You gotta be compassionate to people, or otherwise you're not a vegan, man.
I just want to make it clear.
How long can you spend working out the perfect camera angle when the message has to be shared, man? The vegan message: help yourself, help people get fit and healthy at the same time. Save the animals, save the planet, save humanity itself. The best diet for you is the best diet for the planet. The best diet for the planet is the best diet for the animals who don't want to die. Camera angle is not that important.
Veganism is a minimum requirement for virtue, to be a good person. It's a minimum requirement, just like not owning slaves, not murdering people, not beating people up, not raping people is a minimum requirement for virtue. It doesn't create virtue. You're not virtuous because you're vegan. It's just a good fucking place to start. So there is an aspect, I guess, of compassion in there, but it's this non sequitur that vegans must be compassionate or they're not vegan is complete fucking nonsense.
What the fuck is a non sequitur? I don't even know what that is. Quit using all these big words, man. You're not smart.